The THA's Chief Secretary's 10-minute televised address last night, titled Address to Residents of Tobago, outlined other key activities that had been undertaken by his executive since assuming office 3 months ago. Patricia Nicholson has details.
Kelvin Charles said community development will be the cornerstone upon which Tobago's overall development will be built. To achieve this, Mr. Charles is seeking to decentralize the services to Tobago's various communities. The first step was to engage stakeholders by holding 17 meetings held at community centers across the island, where programs on business development, social services, labor and occupational safety and health were introduced.
The groundwork continues to be laid in respect of our development thrust. We have incorporated the Tobago Tourism Agency, which shall have the general responsibility for product development and destination marketing. This is the first step in ensuring that we exploit current tourism opportunities and identify new ones.
Speaking on tourism, Mr. Charles said they've already conducted preliminary discussions with key industry stakeholders to ascertain their perspectives on the current state of the sector. The new board of directors will soon be appointed to the Tobago.
But Minority Leader Watson Duke is not impressed with Mr. Charles' address. Mr. Duke says the Chief Secretary is being controlled by his counterparts in Trinidad and is therefore unable to truly speak out on the issues affecting Tobagonians. In a voice recording sent to the media on Thursday, Mr. Duke said it seems as though the Chief Secretary is not being given the opportunity to make decisions.
We knew that he can't make decisions. We knew that he's been controlled by puppeteers in Trinidad. But the time for that must come to an end. What we require of our Chief Secretary is a man who is chief among all men, a man who stands up and speaks on behalf of his people, a man who's acquainted with the struggle, and a man who doesn't put water in his mouth.
He said Chief Secretary Charles did not properly represent Tobagonians.
The Chief Secretary in his speech last night, which was choreographed, did not properly represent the Tobago population. I'm disappointed, and Tobago is disappointed. We believe he should call elections now and let Tobagonians choose a proper Chief Secretary who can articulate the issue and carry the hopes and aspirations of the Tobago people to another level.
The THA Chief Secretary also highlighted the agricultural sector, which he said was undergoing transformation.
A broad-based agricultural revitalization team to engage in consultations to develop a practical food production plan. The Food Production and Fisheries Division is also conducting research into the agronomic practices of using herbs like rosemary and shadow benny at the recently completed greenhouse at Goldsboro.
He said 200 dwarf banana suckers and 750 seedlings were distributed to participants at a health fair hosted by the Division of Infrastructure, Quarries and the Environment and Thor Credit Union. In addition, 43 people had registered as home gardeners.
Further training in home gardening is carded for this month. All these initiatives are geared towards ensuring Tobago enjoys food sustainability and security in the not too distant future.
Mr. Charles said the food sector was seeing potential for growth as 50 new students have been enrolled in the 2017 Youth Apprenticeship Program in Agriculture.